Well, good evening. First thing I want to do is just clarify what Trustee Olslager said. There's 2.5 years left on my current contract, okay? So let's see. Yeah, all right. Not going away tomorrow. However, I do want to also say congratulations to Yesenia. Well deserved. And I'm going to ask her to comment a little bit later about the event she was at the college. But my wife was an advisor at Illinois State University in special ed for over 10 years. And Gigi Campbell was her advisee. She knew her personally and knew of her struggles too. So I'll have to connect you to that discussion, that namesake. Congratulations. And I want to also one more thank you to the chair, Dr. Griffin, for coming to the meeting. It got him to interrupt his vacation. He said he had to be here. We weren't sure everybody could make it at the time, and everybody could, so it turned out okay. But it's great to have him here. So, well, that's all the good news. Last Friday I was at the President's Council meeting. Talking to some of the staff about that, just as Trustee Olslager said at the trustees meeting also, a lot of discussion about the problems caused by the lack of funding. So the community college system gets about $300 million a year, which we haven't had any funds this year. And if we go into another year, you know, the kind of retrenchment from the lack of funds, and then the whole higher education system is over a $2 billion endeavor, right? So that itself can cause a recession. So we do hope, we have heard, I guess the good news was there were legislators that came to our meeting, and they said after the primary is over, they hope new coalitions will form. I'll pass that, but as we learned at our last board meeting from Leslie Munger, the sort of the bad news is from the controller's office is they can pass the funding, but then we have to wait in line with the other $7 billion in debt, you know, for our funding. So not good news on that end. I will say though that we're doing the best we can internally. We're looking at our resources. We're seeing what we need to go forward. I'll say one last thing about it, and that I've been saying this, and James Applegate, the Executive Director of the Board of Higher Ed, has been saying it. Really, this isn't just unprecedented in Illinois higher education. They know of no other time in the history of higher education in the nation where this has happened. So it really isn't the best of times for us, and we've been through some up and down times before I know I have in mind. Let me turn away from that to something that was really great that happened at the campus last week, really. We had a visit from last Thursday morning from Jim Ryan, the CEO from Granger. And he made a point to come out to the college to meet our students and faculty, to look at our programs, because he's going to be our graduation speaker. And he wanted to really know firsthand the struggles of our students, some of their issues. He got to talk to a Tools for Tomorrow Granger scholar also, and learn from them, and talk to a whole student group. Provost Haney, Dr. Haney, and his staff arranged that whole event beautifully. I'm going to ask him to comment, and then I'm going to ask our student who talked to Mr. Ryan to comment.
First, I'd like to thank Jessica Barrett. Jessica really did all the work. I just kind of followed her around. So, but it was great to have Mr. Ryan here. He really took an interest in our students, asked them great questions. As Dr. Weber said, he really wants to help as he does his commencement speech. He wants to make it personal. So he really asked them, and I think it was a great opportunity for the college to demonstrate our expertise in many fields. And I think he left there with a newfound appreciation for the college and the county. So I'll let Yesenia talk. Yesenia, again, I couldn't be happier for you to win that award. You represent us so well. In that meeting, you represented us so well.
Thank you. Well, first of all, it was such a great opportunity to talk to Jim Ryan, and I think that the student panel was very diverse, which is something that CLC is really big on. So we had like an adult student there, and we were just a diverse pool of students, which is something that I really liked because he got a sense of what CLC is about. And because he had that sense, got to hear our stories, not only academically, but personally, and I think he really got insight into our lives as CLC students in the way that CLC has shaped our lives and impacted our lives for the better. So it's going to be one heck of a speech.
Great, thank you. Wanted to announce too that just a couple quick announcements. We have a revised date for the venue of the Salute to Gospel, so we'll get that to all the board members. It's May 21st at Waukegan High School, so bringing that forward. And then I did want to also say that we're planning at the April meeting to also work out a tour of the new CLC Cafe. It won't be in the almost finished state that you saw today, or I should say the finished state that you saw today for the lab, but you'll get a sense, you'll be able to see what the architecture looks like and the impact it's going to have on facilities, and you'll get a chance to look at some of the core that we're doing. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to turn this over next to Dr. Haney to talk about student success as an update, and then we'll have a little report from Sean Hogan on some data from the accountability report.
Yeah, I just want to do a quick update on some of our work with the High School Alliance. As part of that work, we developed a pilot project where the college's leadership team met with the leadership team of 3 high schools. We met with Grant, Grace Lake, and Round Lake. So myself, Dr. O'Brien, Karen Lavin, and Jay Sarna from our recruitment office went out and visited the 3 high schools to really talk about initiatives at the college and really focus on how we could better meet the needs of their students as they transition to the college of Fulton County. I would say that we learned as much from them as I think they learned about the college. We talked about a variety of issues such as dual credit, how we can better recruit students, and things that their students say about the college. So very valuable experiences. In addition, we talked about the importance of curriculum alignment and how we work with the high school faculty and the college faculty to make sure that students have a seamless transition into CLC. As part of that, we did talk about professional development opportunities where we work together. You may recall in the fall we offered a program in math where we brought high school math faculty and college math faculty together for an afternoon of professional development. We're going to be doing something in English on April 7th and 8th. We'll be hosting a conference entitled Empowering Long-Term English Learners, Vocations Pre-K to College. It's a great opportunity for those folks who teach students who English may not be their first language, and strategies to do that. So we're looking forward to it.
You know, and we're thinking now, even we've been talking a little bit about having a retreat with the superintendents in June to kind of really plan the next year's activities, but they're still engaged and very with it. We're planning a fall dinner with them. We're bringing in Kay McClenny, who's a nationally respected educator in the whole field of the pathways, to talk about them. So a lot of good things in the works there. Good work by Dr. Haney and his staff.